All right. Good afternoon, everybody. I think we're coming through okay. Testing. 1, 2. Yeah, it says we are. All right. All right. Well, good to see everybody. Hey, Silas. Hey, Ken. Fed, how you doing, man? Stream Elements. You know, Coyote, I did hear that they're doing a free fly. How awful for people interested in the game. Like, okay. Like, I get it. Like, is there ever a good time to join Star Citizen? No, there is not. But sometimes are better than other times. This is, I don't know if this is one of those times. Like maybe 0.2, maybe 0.2, maybe if you're on the fence, maybe 0.2. Better than that bad or shopping terminals borked. Red Deer, good to see ya. Hey, Baz. Hey, Lee. Cool, 3 in the morning. Lee, whereabouts are you, man? Hey, Bryce. Coyote, I'm sorry. Yeah, like, I was in long enough to move all my stuff to Crew L1. Cause, you know, that's where I like to base stuff, and I like to be as sneaky as I can about it, because it's like, I'm going to take everything I own, slap it on a caterpillar, and move it across the galaxy, you know? Well, solar system. That is true, Coyote. That is true. I guess they do need the people, because, like, they do the thing where they can artificially test, but, you know, AI aren't people. They don't do the dumb things that people do, and that's what you need. You need people doing dumb things. Speaking of, let's go trading. You know, if we're gonna go do dumb things. That's right, Lee. That's right. I'm sorry. I keep asking you that, man. I'm sorry. I should do a better job of remembering. You know, James, you're right. 315 was pretty cushy. 315 was pretty good for free fly. I'll give you that one for sure. And Cobra, you know, okay, I'm doing all right. Today, however, today has been a day, man. Today has been a day. I would have been on earlier. But I was trying to get some things done, and do you ever have one of those days where everything just kind of... It's not like the universe is against you particular. It's just a lot of small things just keep adding up. Today was one of those days. Today was one of those days. Get here! I'm glad you're not dying, man. You know, Renegade, that's actually a pretty good take, man. That is a pretty good take. Like, I'm gonna do it anyway, because, you know, what else do I have to do? But... Aw, kid.
Torpedo burrito.
Thank you, kid. Thank you, man. Have they even announced what it is yet? I saw they confirmed one, but they haven't said what it is. Dragon, I hear getting in on the right side should fix it. Well, not fix it, but avoid it. If you want, if you give me... I mean, I could go down and see what happens in mine. But I hear going in from the right side instead of left side has been killing people less. And Toe, I'm sure you can, man. I mean, you can use med beds to do all sorts of things to people. And Lee, I think there's supposed to be one. Don't quote me, though. That's right, Sume. It is being being super Star Citizen today. In fact, I'm gonna go get Star Citizen. And we're gonna go trade stuff. Let's see. Let's go to Hurston. We'll pick up some titanium. Just, you know, nothing fancy, nothing too far out of the box today.
Thank you, and please visit again.
And Ken, I'm gonna try. Oh, Gutierrez, I'm glad that's all it was, man. Seriously, I'm glad that's all it was. Yeah, Renegade, that is true. They're giving the MSR out as a loaner. The problem is, if you have the Cutlass as a loaner for something, they're not, you know, loanering the MSR for the Cutlass loaner. So if you have a Cutlass as a loaner, like if you own, for example, like a Spirit, and you have a Cutlass as a loaner, you're just, well, you're not gonna have a good day. You're not gonna have a good day. Not gonna have a good time. Coyote, let me ask you a question, man. When you were vulturing, were you actually finding scrap, or were you having to scrap one of your own ships? Because I've seen a lot of people saying that with this update, they're no longer finding scrap, and I'm just wondering if maybe it's like just a short-sighted, you know, thing, or if it actually is that bad and you have to, you know, eat your own ship. Because, like, I don't mind cannibalizing, but yeah, like, okay. So, the day starts, and I decide I need to go to the grocery store and get a couple of groceries. I never buy a ton of groceries. I like to buy things for like a day or two tops, because I live very close to it. And, you know, they've also got a nice little deli. I can pick up a lunch too. And so I decided to take the road to it, and my city has been doing this thing where they've been repaving a bunch of roads, and they're doing all these roads, so I take this really long back way towards the grocery store. And on the way there, I get on this one road, and all the crossroads, you know, left and right at the intersections are closed. I get to the very end of it, and at the very end, it's closed. With no, you know, there's no way out without, you know, doing like a U-turn or turning around. Like, why would you do that? Why would you not put up a sign that says, like, you know, dead end or no outlet? Why did you make me drive 5 blocks to find that there was no way out? City of Malvern. So then I turn around and I do the long, you know, drive of shame back. And I get out to the main street, and I'm about to make a turn at a red light, but then the fire truck pulls in the middle of the intersection and starts doing its siren thing for a funeral. And I don't know about you guys. This might just be a local or regional custom. But when a funeral goes by, like, all vehicles have to stop or pull over, and it's not like a legality thing, but it's like you're a huge jerk if you don't. And I'm sitting at the red light to make a right turn that would put me in the parking lot of my grocery store, and well, Dynamite, it is when you're only doing, like, you know, 10 miles an hour. Like, you gotta remember, I live in a town with 6 red lights, and 5 of them are on the same street. So, in terms of my town, it is a long road. It's just also a long road for it to be, you know, blocked off at the end. Now, in terms of, like, actual city terms, no, it's nothing. But, you know, like, if you were walking it, it would be a jerk maneuver. Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, it's called respect to the dead. Like, I'm sitting there and it's like, I don't even know this guy, you know? Like, could I? And I didn't. I paid my respects. I sat there with my turn signal on. Um, and it was a very long procession. Apparently, whoever had a funeral today knew a lot of people. A lot of people. And, get to the grocery store. And the entrance to that on this side is closed for more road stuff, so I have to drive around. And I finally find a way in. And, you ever watch a customer do something dumb? Because they had one of the doors blocked off because someone had spilled a bunch of flour. So they had a door closed, and this lady, like, I'm in line at the deli, and I'm watching this lady. She rolls a cart up to the door. It's closed. They have a bunch of signs on the opposite side, you know, blocking off the flour. And it's all over the floor. So she goes to the other door with her cart, and proceeds to drive her little shopping cart directly through all the spilled flour. Instead of just going around, she just right on through. Right on through. And I just, like, I'm so glad that I'm not employed by that particular establishment because I would have lost said employment today. Raymond, good to see you, man. Sorry, you came in during my rant of minor annoyances that weren't really that big, but they just all added up to annoy me anyway. Like, it's all first world problems, but it was still, I think it's because I was hangry. I was very hungry, and every annoyance that separated me from my food or extended time just made it worse, you know? And Alien, good to see you, man. Hey, Truxton, they have not. They haven't even confirmed that they're gonna go ahead and do it today yet. Dragnos on 318.2 BTU, it works fine so far. So far. Like, the elevator works great. I just, you know, need them to push that to live. And Shunter, good to see you, man. Hey, Darkside. Hey, Crow. And Lucky. And James, that is true. There's something about... You know what customers remind me of? Customers remind me of pandas, you know? Like, you sometimes wonder, my God, how do they feed themselves? How are they still alive? Like, after watching one of them do just something absolutely dumb, you're just like, wow. How does this make it home every day? You know? Sorry, like, when I was in DC, I saw the pandas, and they weren't particularly inspiring. Like, I'm sorry, but those things are useless. When you need an entire team actively monitoring you 24/7 to keep you alive, like, I'm sorry, but that's a nursing home. Zoos are just nursing homes for pandas to keep them alive. Hey, Darren. I mean, it seems to be okay. I haven't been on it super long. We're gonna find out. I'm gonna buy some I'm gonna try to buy some stuff. Abdul, good to see you, man. You know, I've had some minor annoyances today, but come on, come on, you can do it. You can do it. I'm gonna let it try again. You know, Tsume, that actually sounds appropriate. I mean, we're all, you know, enjoying our Sisyphean task. Did I even say that right? Sisyphean? That's the guy with the rock, right? Sisyphus. Yeah, like, you see, like, pandas just... they're cute, but, like... You know, they sleep all day. And they just... I don't know. Like, they're cute and all, but it's like... How do you encourage a species to propagate? You know, like... How does an entire species go basically, like, asexual? Like, I don't... Like, just go back to being an amoeba, man. Like, if you're not gonna figure this one out, just go back to being an amoeba. Was it not, Dustin? I might be having issues with this terminal. Hey, my lord. Well, this is the first time I've done it in a minute. I was gone a week. Trade was working okay when I came back. They dropped 318.1, and there we go. There we go. Okay, this is what I don't get. They're out of Laranite, but they're at maximum inventory on titanium, which is weird that there's no overlap between those two. Hey, Tater. Hey, T-Rex. Alright, so I did get that, and that did purchase, right? Yeah, honestly, man, I would stick with the drug runs, and if no one else is, you know, competing on that circuit, I would just stick with it. Yeah, you see, Tsume, I have more in my heart for koalas, mostly because they get angry, and I like a small, angry creature. And, you know, the thing about a panda, like, you know, they can still hurt you. Like, it's a bear. People forget that a panda bear is still a bear, but koalas, I don't know. Like, if I have to pick between the two, it's koalas all the way, you know? Raymond, I got your message on, Spectrum last night, man. Like, how you feeling? Any word yet? Any updates? I mean, you can just write on there if you want. You don't want to put it here. You know, red and black, I actually quite enjoy this skin. It doesn't really get touted out a lot. You know, it's the Deck the Hulls skin, which, you know, name-wise is the best name. Like, it's the punniest. It's my favorite. Oh, Milo, of course they are. I mean, come on. They eat eucalyptus all day, which has the nutritional value of... Actually, I think Skittles might be higher up than the... Hey, Brent. It's, and it honestly feels the same. I do enjoy the new deliverable system for ships now. That way, like, if you base yourself out of, like, a station like I do, you don't have to go to the station and reclaim every single ship you want to fly. And if there's something that you never touch, you can just leave it in deliverable status. That is nice. I love that. That is great. Everything else, you know, is just all crash improvements and stability. Hey, Temple, I sure am, man. And let me tell you, it was a blast. It was a blast. And I would have been here yesterday, but I had to drive down to Hope, Arkansas, which is the closest bank chapter? Extension? Franchise? The building where they can do money things, which is about an hour drive from me. And I could just get a more local bank, but we don't have any credit unions in my area. And I like my credit union because it is the only financial institution that's ever actually given me money. Like, you know, Merry Christmas, man, here's $50. And they did that one year. Everybody who had an account, they just gave them $50. Is it a lot of money? Well, actually, yeah, it is. To lots of people, It is. Like, in the grand scheme of things, you know, maybe not or whatever, but, you know, like, since when does a financial institution give you money? Like, with no strings attached or whatever. So, you know. Like, I will make an hour drive to keep them instead of having a place that actually takes my money. And pal, good to see you, man. Branch, that's it. Thank you, Death. Branch. I always forget. Branch location. Yeah, pal, there's gonna be a lot of wipes. A lot of wipes. Hey, Winston, not much. You're taking some cargo out to ArcCorp. Timble. Thank you, Timble. Thank you, man. You know, I could go for some ice cream, man. I could.
Quantum fuel is at 50%.
Man, I could go for some ice cream. Yeah, Ken, that's fair. It's been a while since I'd been by, and I needed to update a bunch of things. Hey, Russell. Dude, I'm loving my Fit, man. The Honda Fit is so cool. I love it. Like, okay. The coolest thing about the Honda Fit, and this is gonna sound silly, there's a cup holder to the left of the steering wheel. And remember, I'm in America. We drive steering wheel on the left side. But there's a cup holder to the left of the steering wheel next to the door, right in front of the vent for your heating and air. And the whole design philosophy behind it is like, oh, you know, on a hot day, you got your air blasting. That'll keep your drink cool. Or like, oh, it's the wintertime and you got your coffee or hot chocolate and you got the heat on. It'll help keep your drink warm. And it's just a cute little design philosophy. Like, is it effective? I don't know. But just something about that cup holder design just really tickles me, you know?
Quantum drive is now on.
Giorza, what terminal bug are you getting? Thank you, man. Thank you, Coyote. And Raymond, I'm glad it went well, man. I'm glad. I'm sorry you had to go in during like all the strike stuff. I mean, that can't be, you know, fun. But I'm glad that it went, you know, par the course. You know, see, Winston, that's what I've heard, that it was easy to work on. That's what I miss about my Sentra. I had a 1994 Nissan Sentra. And that thing was so easy to work on. And, you know, as a teenager who didn't know anything, that was a definite bonus. Oh yeah, Fett. I mean, they're bear-shaped, but they're not actually bears, which could be said for a lot of things.
By the beards of antiquity.
Holy crap! Granulous! Holy crap, Granulous!
Proceed to assigned landing bay.
Thank you, man! Oh my god, Granulous, thank you!
Landing gear.
Seriously, thank you so much, man. Holy crap. Holy. Sean, good to see you, man. Sorry, you happened to come in during a gift extravaganza. Ganza?
Warning, you are leaving the safe zone.
Seriously, thank you, Granulous.
You are leaving the safe zone.
borked it up. Oh, Granules, I understand if you want to take those back now. I got so distracted I wasn't paying attention to my altimeter.
Pleasant stay.
Well, that's gonna be a repair of $13. Seriously, thank you, man. An Abduwalk, maybe? They said there was a chance they weren't gonna do it. They said there was a chance. Dark side. So like for Arc L1, so check this out. It's awful, but you click on Arc L1, and then you have to move down to like Wide Forest Station, because like, you know, once you jump there, you're still like 30k out from it. So yeah, if you can't get directed to Wide Forest Station, jump to Arc L1A, and it'll be like 60, 70 kilometers out.
Engines offline.
Oh, David, this is actually a different skin. So we are in the Pirate Caterpillar, but I'm currently using the old Deck the Hulls Christmas skin, because I like it, and I never really pull it out as much, you know? Is that it, Coyote? Now, the thing is, Coyote, the drink sits directly in front of it, so it's actually not blowing over the cup, it's blowing directly on the cup. If that makes sense. Like, I should just take a picture of it. Because, like, when I put my little travel mug in there, it's sitting directly in, like, the center of the mug. I know, Raymond. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I got distracted by... Hey! Defectus, thank you, man. Thank you, man. Welcome on in. Seriously, thank you, guys. Thank you, Defectus. Thank you so much, Granulus. See, Granulus, I owe you a better landing now. Since I came in and kind of borked it. But yeah, no, like on my way back from Hope, there was a big wreck, and I got stuck in traffic for hours. But on my trip though, my trip down, I got some beautiful gas mileage, and I might need to see about getting my gas mileage thing recalibrated, because like, I'm gonna be honest, I drove like an old granny. I drove as light as I could on the pedal, and like the little instant fuel gauge thing, I kept at 45 or above pretty much 99% of the trip, but I was able to squeeze 50 miles per gallon supposedly, which sounds amazing. And you know, the car's estimated EPA thing is only 38. And while I'm pretty sure I can definitely get above that, I still... Silas has convinced me that might need recalibrating. Raymond, no, I have not. I have not taken meds. I ate. I had lunch not too long ago. Watched the latest episode of The Mandalorian. That was also another thing on the annoyance list. I'm not going to spoil anything, but I did not like the way a certain thing went. Which, I mean, you know, boo-hoo, story, whatever. But, and the kittens are doing quite well. One has opened its eyes rather early, and I'm about to take them out of the box and let them start exploring the house. Yeah, Alien, good luck with golf, man. And Alphamet, Brace, good to see you guys. Point one is, I'm gonna reserve judgment until I sell. How about that? An Abduwalk, why would you do that? Why would you like the Tana? Hey, Livia, welcome back, man. Yeah, dark side. The vulture cargo grid honestly needs to be rearranged a little. I feel like this is a new NPC. I feel like that is a new look for Area 18. Maybe I just always miss this guy. Also, why can't I have that hair? Can I have that hair? Yeah, see, Ken, that makes sense. Like with the air stuff. I mean, I always figured, you know, cold air, because like I live in Arkansas. My air is going to be on maximum cold all the time. So it makes sense to me, but I understand that thermodynamics doesn't always work the way that monkey brain think, you know? You know, Alpha Matt, that's not a bad idea. The problem is, you know, kittens like to squirrel off to places and whatnot. And they're actually not in my room, they're actually in the living room. You see, we've got this very tall cardboard box. And Mama Cat has them inside the cardboard box, and this box is like 3 feet tall. And she gets a little persnickety when I start messing with kittens. Like, not angry, but she does this thing where she puts a paw on my hand and like softly pushes me away. It's like, hey, stop that. So I'm gonna wait for her to decide that I can, you know, take them out. That's it, Timble. Yeah, Billy, that's it. Like, that guy actually looked quite, you know, good. Like, I saw that guy. I was like, wow, that's a guy. Granules, that's actually what I was doing, man. Like, I was doing 60. Now, like, listen, I understand that you guys are probably going to hate me for this, but I was doing like 60 to maybe 65 in a 75 mile an hour interstate. It used to be 70, but they keep raising it. And, you know, I was just kind of slowing down on hills and then just letting downhill areas get me back up. And, you know, I could have saved a little bit of time going faster, but I wanted to see what I could squeeze MPG-wise. And, like, you know, I tried to drive normal on parts of the way back, and whoo, that tanked it. Oh, James, really?
Now arriving.
James, I had an issue where I couldn't load into the regional servers until I initially joined USA first. Brace, I did, since it's .1. I'm not wearing it right now, but all of my stuff is at Cruel 1. Oh, yeah, paid. Yeah, no, the NPC. This guy is cold, is he? Sir, are you new? You don't need that. Never mind. Hey, Boot Hopper. It's, oh, I don't need this. It is working so far. Hey, Michelle. Supposedly, I'm logged in. Granted, you know, results may vary. Do you guys trust, like, fish? Like a fish burrito from an unattended... whatever.
Your personal belongings are your personal...
Exactly, Granulous.
Monitor your luggage at all times.
Like... I know I'm gonna sound like an old man, but people are just in such a hurry when it comes to driving, and they keep going faster and faster. And one, you know, the faster you go, the more gnarly a wreck is going to be. And when you drive slower, you have more reaction time anyway. It's like, you know, your highway estimates on a car for the highway anyway. Hey, Star Master.
For the latest
I might sound familiar. I do have a pretty generic voice.
departure and arrival boards conveniently located throughout the spaceport.
That's it, Death. Next, I'll be talking about Bob Seger's old-timey rock and roll, telling the kids to get off my lawn. I'll say that G1 was the best Transformers ever. It's like, I'm a Transformers fan, and I tell you, I hate all Transformers except G1.
From
Truck,
transforming
not
worlds
monkey.
to exploring the stars, our corp is proud to bring
Yeah.
the worlds closer together. Our corp
Sorry, that's just for
tomorrow's future.
that's just for the Transformers fans out there. Russell, it is 10.6 gallons. It is very tiny. Do I know you? Okay, you're just gonna use my elevator. Okay, that's fine. Enrique, good to see you, man. You know, Billy, I do want to see. Actually, I want to see what this guy's flying since he used my elevator. Okay. You know, like, I like buying the food and reading the descriptions, and it's like, warning, spicy will make you thirsty, or you know, things like that. And you know, I eat something and it doesn't do that. So I do want to see it. Hey, Azel. Moon, no idea. I haven't personally tested it, but if you want me to, I will. That's right, Brace. Beast Wars. Fridays are extreme. Maximize. Sorry, I'm remembering like the old Fox Kids commercials from 1997. Oh, Rickon, you're good, man. Like, dude, like, life comes first, second, third, fourth, and fifth, man. Like, you ain't gotta apologize for anything, man. Besides, like, I wasn't even around for a week. Oh, Raymond, I'm sure Microtech and ArcCorp contract back and forth for various things. Death, don't tempt me. Don't tempt me. I almost bought a banana shirt a few weeks back. Hey, Rock Knight. It's, I mean, as long as you don't want Laranite, it's, surprisingly easy to get a hold of stuff. Hey, nobody? And yeah, Raymond, they seem rather hit or miss on if they load up. All right, let's get out of here. Moon, did you want me to go back and test salvage? Hey.
Torpedo burrito.
Heck yeah, Brace. Thank you, man. Thank you, Brace. You don't gotta apologize.
Thank you. And please
Tell you what, though, Brace. Have you seen the trailer for Rise of the Beasts yet? I am pumped, dude. Never did I think I would actually get a Transformers movie with Beast Wars characters. Like, I am psyched for that. Like, I am literally counting the days. I have started collecting Transformers again. Nobody, everything got wiped. Yeah, sorry, Rock just pointed it out. I mean, Moon, it's whatever to me too. I'm not particularly fussed. I wouldn't mind taking the Vulture out. It's just, actually, you know what? It's not a Corel 1. I forgot. With a new deliverable system, it can be, wherever I want it to be. Ozzel, I did. Otherwise, the notifications would be popping up in white. But I did get scared for a moment, so thank you for reminding me. Hey, Phaedrus. Good to see you, man. You know what? We're gonna go check out the situation at SAL2. See what's available. In fact, while I was in Hope yesterday, after I got done with bank stuff, I decided to check out their Walmart. And, I hit the jackpot. I found a Transformers Legacy Knockout. And that poor Knockout has probably been sitting on the shelf since October or November. So I had to pick him up because I love Knockout. Knockout is one of my favorite characters. He's sassy. Vain, he's prideful, like he's a perfect Decepticon. And they also, okay, alright. I need your guys' opinion on something. Especially for those of you who know Transformers. Hey, Revenant. So, while I was in Hope, they also had a studio series version of The Fallen. From the second movie. And, you know, as far as Michael Bay movies go, I'm not super big on the toys from that. And, normally I wouldn't even consider it. But he actually has a removable face. And for those of you who've seen the second Bayformers movie, there's that super memey thing at the end where Optimus says, "Give me your face," as he literally rips off the Fallen's face when he kills him. And the studio series version of the figure actually has that. It has the removable face figure, and I almost want to get it just for that stupid meme, because I could actually pose an Optimus holding his face, because the Optimus in the Michael Bay movies is a war crimes Optimus. He did just war crimes left and right. But Corsair. Oh, he might just be. You know, nobody. That's the thing, though. Is like it's a studio series, so it's like $55, and it's like I could get a Sludge, I could get literally like any other figure, and like I want to do it just for the stupid meme, but like what sort of life is that for a figure? It's like, yeah, he bought me because they could remove my face. Hey, Richard, the Caterpillar, so in game, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I bought mine with money. In game it's like 4.68 million. With real money, with dollary do's or dollary don'ts, depending on how you feel about it, it is now 330 USD. It was slightly cheaper, but for whatever reason, they have decided to make it more expensive about a year ago. You see, nobody, that's like, I want it for that, and like, I would have bought it if his alt mode was cooler, but he doesn't really transform into any sort of like Earth vehicle. You know, Phaedrus, that is actually an incredibly astute point. That's a very viable point there. Because like I picked up Knockout because like I gotta have Knockout. I don't know if you guys ever watched Transformers Prime, but oh, Raymond, yes. Okay, so Raymond, in the cartoons of Transformers, Optimus is basically, you know, a dad. Like, you know, freedom is the right of all sentient beings, and things like, remember, there's a thin line between being a hero and being a memory, and you know, things like that. And then you watch the movies, and he says things like, "Give me your face," or like in the fourth movie where he just point blank shot Fraser to death. Like, Kelsey Grammer is about to shoot Marky Mark, and Optimus just point blank blows him away. And there was also, I think, the third movie where Megatron was begging for mercy, and Optimus just didn't. Like, he basically went, "That's cute, Megatron," and then just un-Megatroned him. Huh. Interesting. Huh. You know, Faders, I might go back. I might go get him. Because the thing is, I felt really bad for him. Like, I don't want to personify like, I don't want to do the Toy Story treatment of things, but like, I was digging through all the Transformers, and he was in the very back, like, of the shelf. I had to dig through like 2 Coronation Starscreams and a couple of Sledges to find him. And he was in the very back. And it's like, I'm not a fan of the Bay movies. They destroy my childhood. The plots are non-existent. The geography in the series isn't even cohesive. But I just feel bad for it. And, you know, even if it's just like a give me your face. Oh, Granulous. What about how do you feel about reissues? Now, are you talking about the, like, Shockwave? Like, Radio Shockwave? Like, do you want the gray one? Because actually, I think there's one for sale in my area. I found it on Facebook Marketplace. And there's, man, I don't know how expensive it is, but I know for sure that there is a Predaking in Maryland. I want to say at... Man, I'd have to look it up, but I know that for sure that there is a full Predaking set for sale at a Maryland toy store, because I saw it. I saw it with my own eyes on the shelf, and I went, that's too expensive for me. Biker, good to see you, man. Also, Raymond, to go back to the comment about, you know, me being excited for this movie, I'm just gonna come clean and a slight trauma dump. I had a terrible childhood, just absolutely awful, and I was introduced to Transformers during a rough time in my life where I just absolutely clung to someone. You know, as far as like a dad figure, and Transformers became a huge part of my life. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I learned a lot of English and a lot of phrases from Transformers, and especially the Beast Wars series. Beast Wars is what I clung on to the most. And, you know, it didn't hurt that Beast Wars actually had amazing storytelling as far as a show designed to, you know, be a commercial for toys. So that is why I am so just excited for it. Because, believe me, it is a lot easier to CGI a robot turning into a truck than it is to CGI a robot turning into a cheetah, you know? Dom, good to see you, man. You know, I wouldn't mind seeing that. Sounds kind of fun. Death. Whoa. Oh, Death, I think you ordered that Subway sandwich with a little spice there. But yeah, like, I'm really pumped for the Rise of the Beast movie. Like, you know, Michael Bay is no longer attached, so there will be a plot. The things they say will actually probably match up with what's going on. on screen. And, like, even if it's bad, the toys will be good. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen the new Wheeljack from the movie, but he's a Volkswagen minibus. And I love that design. I know there's a lot of hate on it right now, but I love that design. Exactly, Brace. Like, we're getting Cheetor, we're getting Air Razor. No sign of Rat Trap, but it could still happen. And even then, like, I kind of understand not having a 14-foot tall rat. Oh, Ardo, what's happening, man? Like, what error are you getting? Oh, Timble. That is cruel yet genius at the same time. That's good. Sorry, what? Really? Outside of Armistice? Okay. Alright.
This scan is compulsory. You will be arrested.
Yeah. Why not? I don't have anything else to do today. Yeah, Ozzel. All right. It was probably, you probably had Silverbolt. There was actually, if it's the one I'm thinking of, if you had an eagle, like if it had like a white head, like white tips on the wings that folded in, you probably had Silverbolt. He was actually a 3-pack that came with an elephant and a lion. It was a Prowl and Ironhide in the Beast Wars era. And you could actually put them together to make a character called Magnaboss. The toys themselves were actually from the Beast Wars 2 or Beast Wars Neo Japanese line. The media for it never made it over here, but the toys did, because, you know, Hasbro likes selling stuff. If you grew up in the 90s, I'm gonna guess you probably picked that up late 90s, maybe early 2000s, if I can estimate. You know, Abdulwak, yes and no. So the Bay movies, 1 through, how many of those do they make? 5? Are all the same thing. The Bumblebee movie was made in a way where it could either be a continuation of the Bay movies if it needed to be, or a soft reboot. They decided to go with reboot. So Bumblebee movie is actually a reboot where they're doing them without Bay. So they're actually doing different stories with them. Hey, Bill, that's right. It will be, or I will cry. And Dre, good to see you, man. Patch hasn't been too bad. I mean, I've had a few hiccups. Now, a lot of people have had a lot more issues than I have.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
I want to say that the patch is great and everyone, you know, is not going to experience issues. Because Artle has had a few issues. I'm so sorry, Artle. Hey, Dread. Death, you didn't like Beast Wars? You didn't like David K as Megatron? Doing the, yes. And Waspinator and Scott McNeil just basically talking to himself in every scene because he voiced like 6 characters. You know, Abdulwak, I would say yes. The Transformers community is very... Listen, there's a lot of them, man. Like, you've got your G1 purists who basically say that the ones from the 80s are the best and everything else is trash. And then you have various variations of that. You have the people who grew up with the Bayverse movies, so they think the Michael Bay ones are, you know, the best. And then you've got the people, you know, who did the comics, and it's like, I have always wanted to read the comics, especially like the IDW ones, and I've just never had the chance. And so I would say it's fractured, but overall, people are very positive about it. I mean, I don't speak for the whole Transformers community, obviously, but I would say overall the reception has been, you know, great. There we go.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Raymond, was that better? Was that a smoother landing? Shane is live. 318.1 is live. Yeah, Ozzel, you had a 3-pack that made a character called Magnaboss. I think it was Magnaboss. Yeah, there was a lion, that was Prowl, and then an elephant. He was gray and his robot parts were red. His name was Ironhide. And that's also fair, man. Yeah, Ozzel, that was the cool thing. You know, one, they turned from animal to robot. And in addition, they could be combined. There was actually a Predacon version, too, called Tripredacus. There was a lobster, cicada, and I want to say a giant beetle, but don't quote me on the last one. But they all formed Tripredacus. Not to be confused with the Tripredacus Council from the actual show. Transformers is mishmashy on reusing names.
Monitor your luggage at all times.
Oh, thank you, Arnold. Hey, Rudy. And Squirrel, I don't remember if I said hi, man, but just in case I missed you, it's good to see you, dude. You know, Dread, I don't know about that one, but there's an interesting movie that I've been wanting to watch on Tubi called Transfarmers. And I don't know if it's supposed to be a comedy or what, but they actually do bring up a lot of trans issues in Transformers. Mostly in the comics, anyway. You can have a lot more dialogue on something in a reading-based format. Yes, Biker, Ironhide is in other movies. You had the original Ironhide back in the 80s. He turned into a van, had a slight southern accent. He was actually in the original Michael Bay movies 1 through 3. He was the Dodge Top Kick. See, what they do is they reuse a lot of names. Like, for example, in Generation 1 in the 80s, Inferno was a fire truck. However, in Beast Wars, Inferno was a Predacon, swapping sides there, Fire Ant. And not the same character whatsoever, he just had a different name. And then you had Robots in Disguise. And Inferno was, once again, a fire truck. Yeah, Raymond, tell us about Alvin. Tell us all about Alvin. Yeah, Rudy, like, the one thing I did enjoy about Rodimus Prime is that they actually did give him emotions. Like, he was depressed. He was constantly wondering if he could live up to Optimus. Still feeling guilty about getting Optimus killed. Yeah, Serpentall, it's not doing so bad. And Pride's good to see you, man. It is not going bad. Dread, I haven't noticed it. Oh, James. Sorry, man. You know, Death, there was not, but I know in the comics there was, oh god, what is his name? He's an Autobot. Scatter? Salvage? He turned into a wheel. He literally just turned into a wheel. Oh, there was a guy who turned into a foot. I don't think so, Brandon. Although, let's double check, you know, I could have lost some settings. Where is my field? 86. Yeah, see, Death, he was part of a combiner group. Like, I think he was like a former Decepticon who joined the Autobots. And he was part of a combiner group experiment that failed. And since he was no longer with them, he really didn't have anything else to turn into. So he just stayed in robot mode all the time. Yeah, Biker, have a good night, man. Yeah, see, in Revan, I know nothing about the movie. I haven't done any research on it yet. I saw it on Tubi the other day when I was going to go watch an episode of Transformers. Actually, you know what? We might, tell you what, Moon, if you're still around, we might try salvage, man. We might just try some salvage, see if it works. I am, however, going to go buy a multi-tool because I'm not going to waste my salvage on parts. Hey, Black Moon, good to see you, man. Alright, we're gonna go see if it works, although I might buy a slightly faster quantum drive while I'm here, because, you know, the Goliath sucks. I'm sorry, like, I know it's super fuel efficient, but in video games, where time is my most precious resource, I'm not too worried about fuel efficiency. Especially right now in Star Citizen, where it costs more for a t-shirt than it does for me to jump across the galaxy, you know? Like, I can fill up my entire tank of quantum gas for like $12. But a t-shirt costs like 200 credits. Hey, Chris. Yeah, Dragon, that's what I've heard. So we're gonna to quote Springer from Five Faces of Darkness Part 1, I'm gonna say, let's investigate. Hey, VS. And Black Moon, not too bad. I mean, for me, anyway, I know it's been going a lot worse for a lot of other people, but it's been okay so far. Let's see. This is the EOS, that isn't too bad. Like, I know I want the Atlas, they don't have an Atlas here, so. I will buy an Expedition. So it comes in the Pisces, and that thing goes everywhere. Ah, Chris. Different Springers. Hey, Toki. Ken, no idea. I haven't heard anything yet. And nice, James. Congrats, man. Oh, Artex. Try getting in from the right side. I've heard that that helps immensely. Get in from the right side, and that should fix a lot of that. Brace, I think there's an issue with all Corsairs, because I also have the double Corsair. I think for some... Really? I think for some reason, if you have a Corsair, it's just allocating 2. You could try melting it and then just using the, you know, token to rebuy it if it doesn't let you keep the second one. Nice, Raymond. Dude, that's a good nurse right there. That's looking out for you. I'm glad, man. Alvin sounds like a top-notch nurse. Is that a... You know what, Death? That actually makes... For Star Citizen, that makes sense, actually. That they would do that. Yeah, like, everyone I've talked to who has a Corsair has a second Corsair. Oh, Brace, if you've got a buddy and they don't mind flying it, you could have 2 Corsairs in the air. That's 140 SCU, well, 144. That is really good at protecting itself. There we go. Whoa. All right. Hey.
Torpedo burrito.
Heck yeah, Ken. Thank you, man. Thank you. And congrats. I need to make another one. I need to get back into Wondershare Filmora. Come up with some other stuff to throw in. Hey, GT. Oh man, I'm sorry. Did it just poof to nowhere or what? Brace, you can ask opinion questions all day long, man. Ain't no limit on questions. Honestly, yeah, I kind of feel the same way. Like the Ion, I still wish the Ion was more of a cannon build, but
Welcome to the
I like having ammo, and eventually the Inferno no longer has ammo. I also just like the design aesthetic of the Ion. It doesn't have the plating that the that's right, I did send that to crew. Whatever. I'll just get it back. I'll just get it back. I'll wait.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
3 minutes.
Please visit us again.
Yeah, Daryl, it's live. Well, you know, it's broadcasting live, and we're also in live. We're not in PTU. We are in 318.1, published to the live servers. Sorry, I figured I'd cover both bases there.
It takes all of us working together to keep our corps safe and secure. Be vigilant and report possible threats every time.
Like, I feel like I should just put these in my, you know what? Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll just toss it in inventory. It can just sit there for forever. Oh, Raymond, if you're a subscriber, you have access to all the razors right now. They're doing a promotion with Gillette. sorry.
To the ASOP
That wasn't even
Referral
that good of a
system.
joke.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
Oh man, Norelco. Haven't heard that term in a
Thank you.
while. Alright, so wait a minute 20 before I can edit this.
Be sure to check the departure and
Actually, you know
arrival
what?
points
You know what?
conveniently located throughout the spaceport.
We're gonna see if we can throw some trawlers on there. Hey, Peaks. You know, Capum, that a lot of things have resistance to psychic damage. That and force. They do sell trawlers here, right? Whoa, oof. I don't know about this train. Whoa. Oh, this is a bad train. Yeah, tell you what. I think I might drive back down to Hope tonight and go pick up the Fallen, and I can pose him having his face ripped off. It's just like, if he didn't have that capability, I wouldn't even consider it. Yeah, Chris, it's been super jumpy. I mean, it's still better than the one time I got in the Microtech Metro. Raymond, it should be the three Razors. The base Razor, LX, and EX. Yeah, Black Moon, you want like a... What are those things called from Borderlands? Skags? Yeah. Skags. I like those things. Sorry, I'm wasting time. I should have bought those trawlers while I was here. I'm also taking the long way around. There we go. That's not a weapon, is it? Is that a misc? Utility. There we go. Buy 2 of those. All right, let's boogie. You know, James, that would be very nice, wouldn't it? Like, hey guys, since the Cutlass is cutting people, you guys will get updated loaders. How about that? Or, you know, workaround. Get in from the right. Ah, yes, Grayson. Yes, there was. Ark, what do you mean? Like, the interior doors, or just... Oh, Raymond. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
With convenient connection trams across all major commercial areas of our core, City Flight is business travel made simple.
Maz, I started with 445,000, like nearly $500,000, which was weird. Oh, Avalon. Not only has 318 been out, but now 318.1 is out, with point 2 hopefully following sometime next week. That is true, Wolf. That is true. Alright, swap that Goliath for an expedition. Save that. Paints roll at crew L1. We're gonna swap our cinches with trawlers. Alright, hopefully that sticks. That's a fancy outfit. Oh, Muzz, I'm sorry.
Now arriving.
All right. Into space we go. Ah, yes, Gustav. You can. In fact, you can take that 890 jump and fly it into a moon or planet and blow it up. I've done it sometimes. Hey, Profeta. Good to see ya.
Please be aware
Welcome
that while
to the
I'm
ASOS.
still
Ah, not too bad. Had a series of very small annoyances earlier.
the laws are still
Nothing,
in effect.
you know, of importance, but you know how you still have like a bunch of small things that add up and just kind of make you
Vehicle
annoyed.
selected. Stand by.
And I think the annoyance
Your
comes from
vehicle
them
has been
being
delivered to
so
the following
small.
location. Please visit.
But I think after I get off the stream today,
Safe and secure.
I'm going to go pick up a silly
Possible threats.
Transformers figure just for a stupid meme. Crow, they said there was supposed to be one today, but they said they might push it back. Excuse me. Depending on server issues. All right. Beady vulture. Actually, save time and request takeoff now. That way the doors will be open.
Clear to launch.
You know, Phaedrus, that's actually not a bad idea. I don't know how much you know about Transformers, but there's also another figure / character called Tarn. And he basically wears the Decepticon emblem as his face. And there's a company that's made like a better face covering for him. And I had half a mind to buy that. Like, I never read the comics that Tarn was in. I have him just because he's a really good figure. but I hear that he is just an overly done edgelord as far as characters go.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Hey, Mr. M, I would say you're looking anywhere from 70 to 86 gigs. Also, is Mr. M a reference to that one episode of Recess? Long shot. I just want to check. They had like this substitute teacher who was blatantly like, you know, some sort of secret agent, and I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong about the initial, but I'm pretty sure it was Mr. M. I'm gonna have to go look that up now. May have been Mr. S. Ah, well. I'll look it up later. Ah, you're good, M. Like I said, shot in the dark. Figured I'd take it. Flaky, I would say a friend today. Mostly because with it being 318.1, we're fighting the game as much as we would be each other. Yeah, Wolf, like, I want to know what makes, like, is it shader, cache buildup, or screenshots? Like, what makes it so big? Also, Flaky, I'm in a vulture today. Well, you know, for the moment. And, I'm not the greatest at, you know, at fighting in those. Oh yeah, Flaky, of course. We're gonna see if Arc L2 has any salvage. Besides, do you think I can fight in a vulture? Like, if anything, a vulture is used to fighting dead stuff, you know? Good, Raymond. Good, I'm glad to hear it. Auric, if you keep to, like, the grid, you'll make around, I think it's like 90,000. That's if you keep to the grid. You can shove more boxes into it. All right, let's see. That's a rock. That's a rock. That's a rock. That's a rock. A lot of single rocks out here. There might be some truth to this whole salvage thing. Might have to make our own. 6,800. Yeah, GT, have a good one, man. Good luck with the rest of the day. Flake, you don't take it to Arc L2. I'm gonna go check L1. See if there's anything worthwhile out that way. Oh, Muzz. Now, Phaedrus, that is true. I could do that. It's not a bad idea. I just miss scrapping at all the Grange points, you know? Buzz, that's pretty good. That is actually pretty good. See, Chris, at that point, I should just go grab the Reclaimer. Actually, that's kind of tempting to go grab the Reclaimer. Chris, I can imagine. Whoa, our corpse just went by really close. That is true, Carl. That is true. I kind of want to. I'd have to give me a box jockey. I mean, honestly, you could even do the one around ArcCorp. Because that one is, you know, outside of comms range, I believe. I mean, if it's not, we could always take it outside of comms range. Yeah, Flaky? I might actually go grab a Reclaimer then. You know, and like it's been back and forth. It's been back and forth. I don't feel like I've been in it long enough to be able to say, yeah, it's pretty stable, or no, it's not stable. It's been stable for me, but I'm also just one person, and I've only been in it for a couple of hours, you know. I would like to say that the prognosis is good, but without giving it a few days, it's just too early to tell. Muzz, we can find out. Yeah, the server FPS is a total of like 3 to 6. Yeah, Coulson? Which like range point was it? If you don't mind me asking. If you don't want to give up the secret, you know, don't do it. Because, you know, yeah, that's your salvage. But I feel like they definitely, you know, they do this a lot. They introduce a new system, and then they accidentally bork it, and it takes them a while to get around to doing anything about it. Chris, I should be. I know I keep. I must be detecting someone at the station. Yeah, like... yeah. Tell you what, Flay. I'm gonna go grab the Reclaimer. If you just want to meet out in the middle of nowhere, I can jump to you with it, and we can split the goods on it. Good, Sharp. That's what I like to hear. I mean, now we just need, 318.2. Back to hardcore. I've had a grim. Feel like I've wasted a lot of time. Hey, look who it is! It's Cletus. It is Space Trucker Cletus. Yeah, Raven? Tell me about it. Like old Barry Maguire had a song about that back in the day. You guys ever listen to Barry Maguire? Hey, Tam, not too bad. PU seems to be working okay. Had some minor issues, but nothing, too major. Really, Muzz? Brandon, yeah, there should be a light switch for each room, I believe. And Christian, good to see you, man. Oh, yeah, Raven. No, dude, okay, so I was driving back from the DC area, and I noticed the closer I got to Arkansas, the more aggressive drivers were. Like, everyone's driving faster, closer to you. Flying across 4 lanes of traffic with no turn signal. Yeah, no, definitely a lot of aggressive drivers here. Honestly, I prefer DC traffic, Washington DC traffic, to my hometown, and like I said, we've only got 6 red lights, man. Because we were in the DC area. And, oh, Flaky, is that 890 for us? Alright. But yeah, we're in the DC area, and then, Maryland, up in Rockville. And, yeah. And, there was definitely more traffic, but I actually found the traffic to be more agreeable than the traffic here. There's definitely more of it, but there's a lot less people using their brights.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Especially in city limits or just riding up against you with them. less people directly up my tailpipe. And people love doing that to compacts. Like down here, people get aggressive against compacts for no reason. Like you'll just be minding your own business, and some guy in a truck just pulls up next to you and just starts throwing stuff at you. Had that happen once back in 2007. I just got angry. Like maybe he thought I was somebody else. But whew. Oh man. Hey, Lumpy. Not too bad. I'm gonna go grab the reclaimer and do some munching on this 890 of flakies out in the middle of nowhere. Hey, Hans. Good to see you, man.
Have a pleasant stay.
Argibus. Coulson I have, and as long as the take it out of range, take it out of comms range, because otherwise you're gonna cop about 50 assault charges. Believe me, I've done it.
Belongings are your
Oh, Artex, it's just decoupled mode, that's it.
at all times.
Decoupled mode lets you do any sort of fancy landing. Exactly, Granulous.
Welcome
Exactly.
to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Like, I'm gonna take my 1987 Dodge Ram with its falling apart transmission,
And customs personnel
and I'm gonna drive it like I got full coverage insurance.
safety.
That's the exact mentality. It's like, I'm gonna drive up to that guy like he, you know, is the reason my parents divorced. Yeah, I'm gonna get angry at that one particular guy who's done nothing, and then flip him off and throw a can of deodorant at him. I had that happen. Dude threw a stick of deodorant at my car. Like, who does that? Like, now you gotta buy more deodorant, man. Like, just use your
vehicle has been
words.
delivered to the following location.
Tell me you don't like me. Don't
Want your company
don't throw deodorant at someone.
vertically integrated corporate parks offer a
Hey, beggars, it's a full wipe.
preparing for our
A
renovation.
full wipe.
Inquire today to learn how you can invest in making Arcor your new home.
Oh, Raven, you gotta reset it, man. You gotta have it on a single keybind. Used to back in the day, it was caps lock. And that was the old 2.0 keybinds, which was what I'm still using. So honestly, just reset your coupled mode to a single button, and it makes it so much easier. That's been alright, Profeta. Like, I haven't ran into too many issues. I've had some slow terminals, but that's really about it. Honestly, Raven, I don't think it's anything. So, I mean, you could always set it back to caps lock. Just double check what you're, you know, typing. Yeah, Moon, like, he just pulled up right next to me and, like, threw it as hard as he could at my car. Like, hit my window, and I didn't know what it was at first. Beggar's most likely another wipe. Oh, you know what? We'll just preemptively ask them to open.
You are clear to launch.
That guy says I'm clear, and, you know, the doors are still opening. Still opening. All right. Flaky, once I make it out to you, do you mind manning the laser? And I'll box jockey. If not, we can swap. Oopsie doodle. You got a little carried away there. Hey, Nuts. You know, Joey, it's very interesting that you asked that, because they're actually about to have a free fly where you can try it out for free, as long as the servers don't act up too much. They're going to make sure that they're okay before they do it, but it's supposed to be launching sometime today. So, you could actually try it for free and decide for yourself. I will say that, yes, there are a lot of bugs, but
Please visit again.
some can be worked around, some can be avoided, and the others, well, sometimes you just kind of become a masochist. I'm a masochist. I got a bad habit of just doing this to myself every day. That's either or. Like, I've already got a multi-tool on me. And it's been a while since I've got to be a box jockey. It's fun. It's so fun, you know? Knots, point 1 is on live right now. Hey, Akram. Hey, G. It's pretty stable. Howdy, howdy, Bill. Yeah, Nunya, since he's got an 890 out, I figured we could probably, you know, use a larger space. Nunya, that's really good. That is really good. All right. Did I? No, I messed up. Undeploy landing gear. Oh, of course, Nunya. I like having the crew, though. You know, running back and forth is difficult for me. All right. Where be Blinky? There he is. All right, Flay, I'm headed to you. You know, Nunya, that's not a bad idea. Just to make an extra couple of bucks on your way in. Yes, G, there was a full wipe. Nuts, I've tested the elevators on the Reclaimer. In point 1, the current one that we're in, no real change. So hit one button only, and don't hit anything else until it finishes. Point 2, the elevators are fixed. You got it, Flaky. I am inbound. All right, we are on approach. That is correct, Joey. Money, items, reputation. Back to the basics. That's a good name there, Flaky. Oh, Joey, a lot of it is either database issues or them testing, you know, persistence and advancement. This particular one happens to be database issues. Also, Joey, there's a good chance that point 2, which I think is slated to come out hopefully next week, will also have a wipe. So if you do plan on playing for the week, I would suggest just, you know, doing whatever and not sweating investments too much. You know, I could go a bit faster, but this thing has such a time slowing down that I just want to be safe. Exactly, G. Buy a clown suit. Hide in caves. Pop up at people. Alrighty. Yeah, sure thing, Flaky. If you want to stack, I will laser. Alright. I'm just gonna come to a stop until you board. Hey, Dugan. Yeah, gee. Well, my desire is to make money from it, but, you know, if we wipe, then we'll just test it out. How about that? Alright, ease in. Oh yeah, Dugan, if you're getting into a cutlass, approach the seat from the right side, not the left. There is an issue with that. Yeah, Raymond, that's exactly what it is. You are spot on. Oh, whoops. There we go. Hey, Boondock. All right, let's get to it. Really, Chris? That is interesting. Hey, Floob. Not so bad. Doing some reclaimer stuff. Already? Come on. Eject. Nobody, most likely. According to CIG. Yeah, Mace, I like how it's a non-combat ship, but it's always, you know, combat assist online. There we go. Yeah, server-side FPS is bad today. I remember that, Chris. I remember that. You know, I do find this relaxing. You know, Raymond, I could see that. I could see that easily. Ah, well, I mean, it's not like we've suffered wipes before all the time, you know. I remember back in the day, they didn't have persistence at all, so any sort of mini patch wiped everything. Those were dark times. Shoot, I remember before the Delta patcher, where like any minor update, you had to re-download the entire game. You couldn't just patch it. It all had to be a fresh build. Yeah, exactly, Boondock. Like, that's like, as soon as it came, I was like, wow, this is so Power Wash Simulator. You're just, you know, cleaning it of its hull. Do you like that that one Power Wash Simulator mission where they send you to Mars to clean the rover? That was fun. I enjoyed that. Oh yeah, James. Oh. Do you remember those first hangars? Oh, they had some beautiful ones. What was it, Revel in York? I mean, I guess they're still around. It's just, I never used the hangar module, you know? Hey, Boondock, what about House Flipper, man? You ever play some House Flipper? Really excited for the sequel to that. Chum. Troll it up. Yeah, like House Flipper. Oh. I dismissed it for a while. For a long time. But I started playing a game called Landlord Super. And, aside from its, like, dystopian 80s British twist, it,
Torpedo burrito.
Heck yeah, Flaky. Thank you, man. Thank you, Flaky. We will. We will make it a Drake. But yeah, like, Landlord Super actually got me into House Flipper. Because, like, you actually had to, like, you know, pour the concrete and everything else. And, like, I started playing and it's like, alright, now you can decorate and stuff. It's like, alright, this is fun. Oh no, James, you can still access the hangar. I believe. Should still be able to do it. I feel like it's there. Right? Like I'm not just gaslighting myself. Yeah, Raymond, have a good night, man. Boondock, I've seen a little bit of it. Like, it looks alright, but it's not, I still feel like House Flipper is more my style, especially for ease of use. Oh, Boondock, you're good, man. Like, listen, Star Citizen is on stream, but I have like an hour-long conversation about Transformers, man. So, like, you're good. And Sparky, they're supposed to have a free fly sometime today or tomorrow, but I will tell you, it pretty much does require an SSD. Like, there are people who run it on a spinny disk, but they don't have a good time. Hey, Twidget. Happy Thursday to you too, man. Good to see ya. I wonder something. I'm just gonna swap right quick. Just to be safe, to make sure. Because sometimes it'll say trawler, but you're really on the other one. Yeah, Gortok. I played it on a spinning disc back in the early days, like 2014. And that's back when you just had, you know, like Arena Commander and then like the first 2.0. That is true, McNugget. Oh, that is true. Gonna eat the St. Nandi. Wait, hold on, Sparky, why was it so expensive? I'm gonna guess they don't have price matching at wherever you were looking at. I will say the 32 gigs of RAM does help tremendously. I remember when I was on 16, sometimes would fret about having Discord and the game open at the same time. It's just nice to have that breathing room, you know? Oh, no, none. I didn't find it. Flaky brought it to me. See, Flaky likes to ask me if I want a friend or foe. And usually I go foe, but I wanted a friend today. Yeah, James. It could be nice if, you know, there were non-combat associated risks. Like, oh, you've got a salvage beam jam. You have to go out and clear it or something. Or, you know, calibrations. Some sort of non-combat. Time for me to take my pills. Tell you what, I'll finish this box and then I'll knock some pills back. Oh, Nanya, that sounds so nice. In fact, where is my pill bottle? There you are. All right. 1 second. Let me pull these out. That is one too many. All right, 1 second. Gonna go quiet while I knock these back. Ugh. There we go. And Where's my last one? There it is. 1 sec. Sorry, I've got a lot of pills to go through. If you've been thinking about getting older, don't do it. See, Twidget, that's what I tell myself. It's like, alright, I've bought another day to live. I've had my pills. Oh, yeah, Nunya. I mean, that's money right there, you know? Oh, Zum, apparently they have fixed that. Well, in point 2 anyway. Yeah, Phaedrus, that's it. Like, I was thinking of getting older until I did it. Now, I don't know what I can rely on less. My grandkids or my knees. Everyone drives too fast, and all the headlights are too bright. I mean, that is the thing, though. All them halogen lights and them illegal LED lights, oh, so bright. So bright. Yeah, David, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I should have put the word out. Hey, Richard. Wonder how many times it's going to tell me friendly target. Yeah, see, Chris, like a lot of the ones here, like you can buy them, but they're illegal because they're, you know, they're too bright. Ha, Flaky. Oh, I'm just beating that weird part. Especially around like Memphis, Nashville, Knoxville. Ugh. Traffic there. Like everyone drives with their brights on. It's like, why? You're in a city, man. You don't need those. Oh, Zum, no. You know, Zum, I'm slated on these pills that I'm taking to eventually get glaucoma. And, I'm not looking forward to it. Really not looking forward to it. I mean, you know, like, no one looks forward to an ailment anyway. Oh, got an obstruction. That means lunchtime. Flaky, it's probably server FPS. Yeah, I can swap to the other laser. Yeah, exactly, Artemis. Like, people install them, and it's like, that's all I need to do. Screw everybody else. Oh, Chris, I got excuses for medical marijuana out the yin-yang. I just need to go get the card. I just haven't, I don't know, got around to it, I guess. I haven't been super duper worried about it. I mean, I'll get around to trying stuff eventually. I just haven't, you know? Yeah, Granulous. I don't know what part of Tennessee you're in, man, but man, like, Knoxville was you know, standard busy city. But Memphis and Nashville, whew. Oh, Memphis was the worst of the three. Which is weird, you know, being the, I feel like, the smallest, but I'm gonna say it's because of its proximity to Arkansas. Nobody, when you say a bike rider, you mean like bicyclist or motorcycle? So I love my bicycle. I need to get it back on it. Oh, nobody. I wish. That'd be so nice. You know, Artex, I'm gonna go to Chattanooga just to see all like the super kitschy like train stuff. I'm a sucker for restaurants where they have the little train that runs around. Oh, Sparky. Little Rock is awful. Believe me, I know. That's, you know, that's my area. Like, I live in Malvern. I'm like 45 minutes from Little Rock. And yeah, Little Rock is, Ah, gotcha, Granules. Man, I should have stopped and said hi. Sorry, man. Oh, nobody, that's fair. That's fair. Biking is so nice, though. Hey, Julio. T-Rex, it should have been up for a while. Ah, thank you, Jay. Okay, see, I've gone this whole time and just never even known. I apologize for being wrong on that one and being misinformed. Yeah, Sparky? You northwest, northeast? Tell me about it, Artex. Tell me about your love of grits. Chitlins. Man. Ooh, sorry. Chitlins, just, ugh. Pork rinds. That's another one. Man, I cannot stand pork rinds. Ugh. Talk about a salt attack. Hey, Sander. Hey, all right. I used to date a girl who lived near Batesville. She lived in Floral. Of course, you know, that was years and years and years ago. James, no! No, don't tell me you like pork rinds. No! You know, John, honestly, man, I would wait. I would wait. Wait till 318.2. Or maybe wait until end of May. End of May, they're going to do the Invictus thing where they'll have another patch out. And hopefully 319. Maybe not, but, you know, a boy can dream. Man, yeah, I would probably wait till May. Like, next week would be the earliest I would go. Hey, the sub. What's up, Severin? Am I out of range? Okay, I'm gonna have to move closer. Oh, but she's still here. She's just had work schedule stuff. Her work is nearly 24 hours. And her schedule changes all the time, man. Oh, Artemis, there is a bug with YouTube where if you start using like an emoji or whatever in a sentence, it just deletes the sentence. All right, Flaky, I'm gonna hop out of the seat and readjust. Yeah, Jay, like, that's what I'm wondering. Like, I know there's going to be an Invictus free fly anyway. That would probably be the time to get in. Okay. I mean, Sparky, you could do it. I mean, you know, like... Oh, sorry. The very worst, you could just get your money back. Ooh, really, James? Tell us more. Anything interesting? That sounds right, James. Yeah, RTX. Oh, they fixed the murder seats. Nice. Yeah, Durong, apparently so. And yeah, Flake, yeah, I've noticed that there's like a hull damage mismatch between clients. I mean, Sparky, that's fair. I mean, you could always take the jump. Tell you what, Sparky, how about this? When the free fly does happen, which hopefully should be sometime today or next week, they are having like a bonus referral where you'll get like an extra free thing. At the very worst, you should hold out for that and then just use like a friend's referral code. Because that way you get something else for free. Like last time it was, I think, the MPUV, the Argo Cargo, which really has no use, but buying the thing separately is like $45. So it's a nice little thing you can get to springboard and upgrade it into something else. Or you could just have it and be like, look what I have. I have the space version of a forklift. Sometimes they do an Aurora, sometimes they do a ground vehicle. Oh, they fixed it. Oh, James, I like that part. Hey, Krabelli. Hey, Vlad. Long time no see, man. How you doing? That's right, Renegade. Yeah, they like to do dragonflies. Dragonflies are usually the most common free fly referral. It's basically a space motorcycle. Yeah, man, I'm doing all right. How was work, man? Where they got you at now? Oh, whoops. I didn't realize I was ejecting. My bad. I probably just wasted so much scrap. Ooh. What's for lunch, Vlad? Doing lunchy? I could do more lunch. Nice. So is this like a forklift situation or similar? Yeah, Renegade. I mean, that is true. Uh-oh, there it is. Sorry, that was on my end. It's telling me that 318.2 was available. Oh, food, Vlad, you gotta tell us more than that. Like, what kind of food? Like, is it a pickle? Could it be a pickle? Could it be a sandwich? Could it be spaghetti? I kind of want a pickle now. Ah, pizza. Ah, pizza. All right, so Granulus. I think they have these closer to your area. You guys have a place up there called like Pizza Boli's? So I had some of that my first night there. And I don't know what's up with the reviews, but like people were just trashing that place. Like that pizza had personally like slapped their mother, you know? Yeah, Flaky, I sure can, man. All right, I gotta exit the seat. How do I... There we go. Oh, Purple, I'm sorry if you sent me an invite. I was in... There we go. Oh, Muzz, I'm sorry, man. Hey, Sega. Although, ooh, you'll have to excuse me, my knowledge of the Cyrillic alphabet is, at most. Yeah, Vlad, have a good one, man. Hope work goes all right. You know, Argumus, I want some spaghetti now. I haven't had spaghetti in so long. You know, Muzz, that's what bothered me. I wanna blame the pills. Like, when I had the Rona, I didn't eat for like a week. And I didn't lose a single pound. Cannot tell you how much that ticked me off. It's like, come on, man, like you don't even want to eat when you got that. It's just like, man, I am not hungry. Thank you. But like, you know, I weighed myself and I was like, oh boy, I will be so much skinnier, and I was not. Ah, thank you, nobody. Sega, I'm not sure if you can understand me like via, you know, verbal. This is probably technically the most boring gameplay in Star Citizen action-wise. We're doing salvage, basically hull stripping a ship. Yeah, Artex. We'll update the website. I'm sure there'll be plenty of Reddit posts. Oh, James. You know, I still gotta... Actually, on my way back to Arkansas, getting back into Arkansas, I actually started to have a light cough come back, and it was so annoying. Maybe it's just, I don't know, the humidity or something. But yeah, like... This is the ship we're currently in, Sega, if you can see that. We're in a very tiny portion of it. No, buddy, that's fair. I understand the kidney weakness bit. That might be Chris. It's also just super humid here, which I know is usually better for that stuff, but the humidity here just kills me. Arkansas is like squeezing a sponge and finding it wetter. Or like, you ever had to take a shower at a truck stop and there's just like no ventilation and you're using hot water and suddenly you can't breathe and like you're trying to dry yourself off with a towel, but the air is just so damp with water that it doesn't do anything? That's pretty much Arkansas. And it is so annoying. Oh, Maz, I'm not talking about like the bathrooms. Like, okay, hygiene-wise, truck stop showers are actually pretty nice because they clean them and like you actually have to pay for them and reserve them. It's not like you just go in and you shower next to Brody Jones, you know, or Tucker the trucker or anything like that. But in the ones that I've had to use, the ventilation ain't so great. Yeah, Gurtak, it's like taking a shower, putting your clothes on, and then trying to dry off. Yeah, nobody. That's exactly what it's like. Like, it's hot 24/7. It's just sometimes the sun's out. Yeah, exactly, McNugget. I don't truck with that. Aw, Scorpio, I'm sorry, man. Yeah, you know my feeling. You know my feeling. Black and Mild, they're always making things with it as far as improvements, but man, I wouldn't risk it. I wouldn't risk it. There's always some sort of issue, and then it doesn't let you log back in, and you're just stuck not playing. Hey, Aquatic. Crow, I've actually had some luck on Daymar. Yeah, exactly, Black and Mild. That's, sorry. That's been the issue for a lot of people. See, Maz, I'm envious. I don't think I've bedlogged since maybe like 313 or so. Well, that's fair. I mean, also, usually with a reclaimer, you're, you know, out in the middle of nowhere, so I think that also helps tremendously. I could also just be sore because, you know, bed logging never really works for me, so I just kind of sour grapes the whole situation. The cargo transfer is going a little slow. There we go. Yeah, Muzz. I mean, I do it. I do it all the time. Because, like, I will have instant loads and then slow loads. Alright. Flaky, what are we at so far, box-wise? Ah! Aquatic. About a quarter full. I need to see how much the actual salvage floor holds. Is that what it is, Aquatic? 120? Okay. $120 is a good number. Is there anything else we can just toss around loose, too? It doesn't have to go down to the cargo hold. We're getting plenty of salvage off this, though. Flaky, that is true. I mean, we've got the room for it, though. They don't have to all be jostled up next to each other. Tell you what, we'll fill up the floor that you're on, Flaky, and then probably go sell that. And we can split it between the two of us. Let's see, if salvage processing holds 120, that should be around, like, what, 900,000? Might just need a couple of more loose box if we want to do 1 million even. Is it 140? Okay. Yeah, you just tell me when we're full then. James, so right now this particular patch, it's having issues. So you might just want to spawn something to salvage because they're not spawning salvage wrecks. Supposedly point 2 is going to fix that. Usually you can find wrecks wherever you can find asteroids. So around all the Lagrange points and the Aaron Halo and the Yala Belt. That's where you want to look. But not right now because they're bugged. However, you can spawn your own ships and strip those. Just make sure that you power the shields down. I mean, most who's gonna find you in the belt. I've never had an issue. As long as you're not hanging out on, like, you know, orbitals or Grim. Actually, I've done a lot of salvage around Grim and never had an issue there. Which is odd. Uh-oh. Did I just go to that holy eject phase? Yeah, no, Chris, that is asking for it. Definitely asking for it. But I do it a lot. And it hasn't happened yet. Granted, maybe I just haven't met the person opportunistic enough to actually make it happen. Flaky, how close are we to that 140? Oh yeah, Chris, I'm sure. I'm sure. Free fly in 10 minutes. What? Have they announced a free fly? Yes, James. Ships are random sheets. That's fair, Flaky. Hey, did we ever get that other one dislodged? Raven, free fly is when anyone can join the game and try it out for a little bit for free. They don't think you have to keep it, but it's pretty much like a demo. Like, hey, see if you like it, maybe buy it. As far as like what ships we get for free, no idea. I'm sure it's somewhere on the website. Which means there should also be a referral bonus that was announced. Let's just check all Discord for announcements while we wait. I don't see anything yet. Oh, aquatic. It should be up. 1 second, actually. Let me take a look. Let me finish out this box and I'll go look aquatic. If I remember, it's in a very silly spot. 1 second. Go to the guides section, learn how to play, yeah. Welcome hub. Oh god, why is there automatic music? Oh my god. Oh, Star Citizen, why? Why? No one on God's green earth has ever asked for a website to automatically play audio. Why would you ever do that? Mute site. Seriously, no one has ever asked for that. Like, I know we did it back in the MySpace days. Alright, so when you click the... Alright, I'm gonna send you a page right quick. When you click that, what happens? Like, registration should be open. Although, the guide system, they need to make it a lot easier to find. Like, you have to click the 3 tiny arrows, then play, and then it's like, oh yeah, by the way, we have a guide system. So, you might find yourself just helping out newbies in-game, ad hoc. But yeah, James, like, you know, we did it back in the MySpace days. Because, you know, it was like MySpace. And, like, we were all accidentally teaching ourselves HTML and crap. I didn't do it, but that's because I had dial-up. And, you know, bytes were precious. Like, you know, an 80K forum signature was precious to my dial-up people. Yeah, Richard, I'm sorry about that. I didn't realize it was going to play music at me. Just that was a very harrowing experience, you know? Did I get everything over there? No, I did not. Maybe I did. Fade just... I miss Flash. So many Flash games. How far can I get? Right about there. I'll just try to stay on the far side. Why, Death? That was so fun. You know, for people like me who never did anything with it, all I did was consume. Patrons. There are singles near you who are interested. We're gonna cross the streams. That's it, Rudy. What's he up to these days? Is he still making stuff? Oh, strong bad. Whatever happened to Homestar Runner? Like, is that still going? Like, did he make money to retire? Oh, see, Death, that sounds awful. I never knew that Flash actually had, you know, uses. I thought it was all like cartoons and games. Artex, I want to say yes. There's also Trogdor. Like how Trogdor actually made it into Guitar Hero. I think it was Guitar Hero 2 with Trogdor. Uh-oh. I think we're getting slim pickings now. Might have to start moving the ship. Blakey, we might have to readjust. I think we have picked all the chicken off this bone. Does it, Artex? Alright, yeah, while that's adjusting, or ejecting, I'm going to adjust our, position. That's fine. I mean, we're pretty much almost full up anyway. Tell you what, I'll pick the other side. There should be more meat. Relatively speaking. We'll do it right there. Right there. I know the top bit, for whatever reason, is strangely not salvageable, which is weird. Oh, Muzz, I'm sorry. That sucks right there. There we go. Perfect place. Elevator's broken. Yeah, you have to hit the button only once, and you can't hit the outside buttons while it's in movement. So if he's trapped down there, we can go ahead and head back. So one of these boxes to start building up on him. Wait, Flaky, are you down there? Are you doing all the box jockey? Might have to stop anyway. It's getting about that time. Nice, Wolf. Any idea what the referral bonus is? That's what I'm wondering the most. See, if you use my referral bonus when you join Star Citizen, you get a pony. That's a lie. I made that up. You don't actually get a pony. A Merlin. Oh, boo. You're good, Coyote. Well, you get a Merlin, and that's something, I guess. It's not a pony. It should have been a pony. I can't tell you how many times, like, while we were driving, I saw horses and I just wanted to shout, "Horses!" So every time you see horses, you have to say it like you're a 5-year-old girl, like you're just seeing it for the first time, and you're so excited. Merlin. I don't need another. Like, what am I gonna do with all the Merlins? Open up a wizard community. I mean, you know, the Mustang is a pony. It's just not, you know, free. Blakey, how many boxes do you think we got back there? You know, Flaky, once upon a time, the referral bonus was an Aurora. And that was something. $60? We've only got 60. Man, really? I feel like we've been at this for so long now. I think we'd be at like 100 at least, but... Hey, Ruby. And yeah, like, no, it's good for racing. It's just... Oh, Chris, we've got one now. It's just for a while it was just me, so yeah. Yes, Navida Blue, it is. Like, it literally just started, I believe. Like, a couple of minutes ago. Free fly, I think, runs till the 20th. Blue, also, if you have a friend that plays the game, make sure to use their referral code. If you don't have a friend, you can find a million of them everywhere on the internet. Nice, Wolf. The cutter isn't on that list, is it? I mean, it should be. It's the cutest starter ship. There you go. See, if you don't have a friend that plays, Coyote will be your friend. Ha! Exactly. Hi. Exactly. Ah, Christ Roberts. Approaching half. That's what I want to hear. Oh, Wolf, that's lame. That's lame. They need to push the cutter more. What are you doing, CIG? Come on. Two more boxes for half full. I must be hitting that weird part of the ship that doesn't have anything on it. I mean, Wolf, that's fair. I just, you know, I like the cutter. I'd like to see more of them out. Whoops. Sorry, I keep accidentally like hitting my microphone trying to scratch my face. Alright, well, I guess we could give this thing a once over and then do our best and get out of here. Yeah, we don't have too much to go on here anyway. We'll just finish this rest bit and call it. Oh yeah, hi, like you know, there's a lot of that. There's a lot of that. You just gotta, what's the word? Faith, patience, disconnect from reality. All right, we're almost there. I like how this doesn't actually exist. Like, for whatever reason, the top bits just don't. All right. Oh, Cody, that would be so nice. So incredibly nice. But all right, we're going to take this back, sell it. We'll split it up. How odd. Why do I have... But nope, that's... taking the other guy. Okay. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Note to self, replace that comma. I mean, you know, hi, what is a bank balance except something to be spent, you know? Like, I'm probably gonna drive down to Hope later and you know, buy an overpriced Transformers figure for a stupid meme. And I wish that was a thing. Having more materials, but right now, not so much. Let's see. Here. Thank you, Flaky. Flaky, could you do me a favor? Actually, I'll do it once I get down there. You know, Artex, that's not a bad idea, but there's still a lot of things like the hinges, pins, things like that. I mean, Richard, you can. Muzz does it all the time, and he makes bank. Basically, you get on a seat, you wait for it to fill 2 boxes, hop to the other seat, fill 2 boxes. Run to the back, load 4 onto the cargo grid, then go back to the top. a little bit of a run, but it can be done. Well, you know, Coyote, in various settings, there is Nemesis Prime, who is basically just a clone of Optimus, or at least a physical clone of Optimus. Sometimes also known as Scourge, depending, again, on the setting. Exactly, Richard. Like, you run around so much.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Like, yeah, I would continue. I'm running out of time. You know, Coyote, they did actually have a squid character called Clawjaw. There was also Optimus Minor, who transformed into a... Oh, what was he? He was like a baboon? Not a baboon, because that was Baboom. There was, I want to say, like, a chimpanzee-like monkey? Hey, Reek, and welcome back, man. Okay. Honestly, Reekin, it's not too bad so far. Keyword is, you know, so far. Okay. And away we go. I need to fix my keyboard. I need to fix my keyboard. I need a new keyboard. Oh my gosh. I think I've just messed this whole thing up. Oh, that was beautiful. Oh, that was soft. That was beautiful. That was... Oh, I wish I could have got that from the outside. Oh. Oh, I think I could have... I wish I could have got that from the outside. That was beautiful. That was soft. That was... let's get out of the seat now before I mess that up anymore. Albert, it is, I mean, it's kind of working. If you're looking for the elevators, I would wait for point 2, which hopefully will be out this week. I'm just gonna dive out the... Oh, thank you, guys. Did I just... There we go. Yeah, you guys might have to use the tiny Coffin elevator. I really need them to rework that. You know, as far as my favorite planet, honestly, this is probably it. ArcCorp. I'm not a big fan of the aesthetics of Hurston. Especially like the city of Lorville. Microtech feels like someone took an Apple store and stuck it in like Space Canada. I think Crusader is just Crusader. It's a giant ball of gas, you know. ArcCorp, while unrealistic as an entire city-spanning planet, like, all right, Star Wars. I still feel like it gives me everything I need, like equipment-wise, and in addition, like it's just the aesthetics are very Diet Coke cyberpunk, you know. Yeah, Richard, that's it. That's it exactly. Cal, good to see you, by the way. Do you ever see someone and you want to know where they got their haircut just so you can, you know, not go there? That's not even. Look at that. That's not even. Who is your barber? Like that. Ah! Who? Oh wait, no. Hold. Ah, yes. Okay. Sorry. That is a terrible haircut. Yeah, like, Orizon is just way too spread out. Area 18 has everything super close by. I mean, yeah, it's just like, you know, what is it? What is it? Coruscant? Is that the city planet? And here, like, I know they're trying to excuse it as, like, all manufacturing and whatnot, but it's like, this planet's been around for, like, what, 30 years, 40 years in Star Citizen time? As far as, like, people occupying it. And suddenly you're telling me a population in the multi-billions or trillions just sprung up? You know, Phaedrus, I don't think that's what the guy meant when he said to feather it. I'm sorry. I couldn't help myself. And yeah, Wolf, like that Moby store is just blatantly Apple. Like, I like that Star Citizen doesn't really care about how close they get to just copying things. They'll just straight up do it. It's like, oh yeah, we're gonna make an X-Wing, guys. We're gonna make the Nostromo. And you're gonna buy it. By the way, here's our version of oh, what's that other ship? Trying to remember, but yeah, you get the gist of what I'm saying. All right, so we got 76 units. Hold on, let me grab my calculator. All right, grab my calculator. So let's do some calculating. So it's gonna be 5,200. Sell that off. Plus. I'm sorry, did that just all sell? Crap. I'm missing those 6 boxes. You guys remember what the boxes were going for individually? All that sold, didn't it? I don't want to cheat my crew, you know? Come on. Come on. Thanks, Muzz. I'm just gonna round up to 7-3. Alright, that should put us at 561,000. And then we're gonna do divided by 3. Alright, so everyone's gonna get 187,000. And the crew. And then I'm gonna use mine to go buy a drink. Alright. Brom. Ba-ba-da. And we'll do another one. Alright, Flaky. Money headed your way. Alright. We have money. Not as much as a trade run, but still fun to do. All right, we are slightly richer. Done some trading, ran the reclaimer, had fun with it, and a free fly is starting. Hi, it would be the Caterpillar, 100%, hands down, not even a debate, not even a debate. Haha. What? 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 Why did that take so long to decide to kill me? Oh yeah, man. Caterpillar is my favorite. Caterpillar is my absolute favorite. I like how that told me Crew L1 and then it gave me this view again. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, seriously, Caterpillar is my way to go. Cat is my bread and butter, my meat, my vegetables. It is my any other way that you can say essentials. I love the Caterpillar. That's right, Coyote. Star Citizen, everybody. Richard, you could always go back. Never too late. Never too late. But alright, we are gonna wrap it up here for the day. If those of you who are curious about Star Citizen, you can now enjoy... I feel like enjoy is a very stressed word. You can now participate in the free fly that is going on right now. When you sign up, be sure to use a referral code. If you have a friend that plays, use theirs. If not, you can find them all over the place. I've got one buried somewhere in the stream description. You're welcome to use it, but honestly, like I said, I would use someone else's first, so. I want you guys to enjoy yourselves. Drink some water. Don't get too frustrated with Star Citizen. Also, if you're driving, look out for turtles. Spring is here. And that means turtles are on the move. Same goes for tortoises. Really just any sort of slow-moving, shelled creature. So, you guys have a wonderful night. Enjoy yourselves. Try to enjoy Star Citizen. And until next time, keep on trucking. Have a good night, guys.